New tonight at 6, an area man is weighing in on the coronavirus pandemic in central Wisconsin. Thanks for joining us. I'm Phil Aldridge.
And I'm Melissa Langman. This after experiencing the outbreak in several other countries. News 9's Victoria Saha with his story.
Here in Wisconsin and in the United States, we're able to step outside and run some errands. All we are required to do is wear a mask and keep your distance. But for Matt Ciejka, a Wausau native, he faced restrictions that go far beyond a mask mandate. We first introduced Matt Ciejka to you at the end of January, just as he left China when COVID-19 was worsening.
By the time I was out of there, it was a ghost town.
The freelance musician made several stops around the globe, hoping to get away from the virus.
I drink my coffee at bedtime.
You can see empty airports with thorough screenings, but wherever he went, restrictions caught up with him.
So I flew to Dubai with my girlfriend, and we worked there for about 3 weeks before coronavirus caught up with us there. And that was by far the toughest restrictions were in Dubai. You could only leave your house once every 3 days for a 3-hour period, and you had to register online for permission to leave your apartment.
Dubai, which is usually a busy city in the UAE, empty. His next stop, Ukraine. Matt says when he got there, the government made everyone download an app on their phone so they can track whenever you leave your house.
Upon entering Ukraine, you have to have coronavirus health insurance, which was only like $1 a day, so it was pretty inexpensive, and it would cover any costs, any medical costs that you would incur if you got coronavirus.
Nearly 8 months after our first interview, we caught up with Matt back in central Wisconsin. COVID cases here worse than he expected.
I would have never thought that it would have turned out into such a big deal. It's mind-boggling, and then it seems like I'm back in the frying pan, you know.
But he says our restrictions here is almost a breath of fresh air. Matt doesn't have any plans to go back abroad just yet, but he says take it from him, wearing your mask and keeping your distance is nothing compared to what he had to go through. In Weston, Victoria Saha, News 9 WAOW.